we've got the headstock looking pretty great, actually. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. So I'm going to move on to the next part of the build, and that's going to be pick guard, which goes on the body of the guitar here, and it protects the body of the guitar, the wood, from strumming and whatnot. It's also stylistically a bit of the guitar. I quite like the idea of keeping the body of the guitar wood, because I like the wood, and I want to paint this black, and I want to paint the headstock black. I want white details, so I want a white rim around here and a white rim around the Zs here. So what I thought I might do is put in a Z on the pick guard here as a motif that runs through the whole guitar. Basically the same Zs, and then when I paint this and then I put the white rim around everything, it's going to look, hopefully, really cool. So that's the plan. And now I'm going to do it. All right, so here is me stenciling out the motif on the pick guard. It didn't take too long, and then I had to drill some holes in it because that's how I get my jigsaw blade into it to then cut these out. Really wasn't that big of a job, but it came out really nice. And then this is me polishing it up, so it all paints up really sweet, and that's how it looks, looking good. Pick guard also done with the Zs. That's looking great as well. They need to be painted. So the time has come to figure out what I'm going to do with the main body of the guitar. This thing. I like the wood, so I'm going to keep the wood. I'm going to go for a black and white paint job on the headstock and the pick guard. I'm going to go for a dark varnish on the neck. I'm also probably going to go for another shade of varnish for the main body, which means I'll have to sand this all back, bare wood again, and then add the new varnish so it's all nicely uniform. I don't really want to do much to this main body of the guitar, but I've been thinking about how I'm going to play it, and I really want this guitar to be a guitar I want to play. When I play the guitar, I tend to play the guitar quite high. I think I'm going to take some wood off the back so it fits nicer into my rib cage here, just to make it more comfortable. I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of wood off the back as well, so it's more comfortable for my playing arm. And I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm just kind of like a little bit flying blind with exactly what will feel comfortable. Then I'm going to shave it all down, add a nice tone of varnish, and then put it all together. I'm going to keep it quite simple and quite classy. Got something to do, so let's do it. So I started off with a handsaw, and to be honest, I'm a millennial, so this became far too much work far too quickly, so I switched to an electric saw, and it was like a hot knife through butter. Look at this, beautiful. I do love working with wood, I have to say. And then eventually I converted to an electric sander to get the most of the grit off, and then finished it off with some hand sanding, and it all looked really good. Just had to sand the whole body down so I could re-varnish it, and Bob's your uncle.